Alrighty guys, we're over here on the Daiwa Australia stand now, and you know I absolutely love my Daiwa products, and Daiwa have really brought out some awesome new soft plastics. Now firstly I'll just touch on the 5-inch jerk shads. Now if you're familiar with our snapper videos and even our jewfish videos, you know I absolutely love these. There's some fantastic new colours in the range, check out that, absolutely killers. And some of your all-time favourites still in there as well. Now we love throwing our weedless frogs around. That's the original size there, some fantastic new colours in the original size. We wanted some lighter colours, we wanted some whites. They really work fantastic on our dirty rivers. Now Daiwa have come to the party, check this out. This is the Kicker Curly in a 4.3 inch. That is just going to be big bass dynamite. Obviously the cod guys still going to love this, but you're fishing like some of those creeks at home, the Richmond, the Clarence, that bigger bait, bigger presentation, especially if you're fishing up the backs of drains, over that flooded grass, that lure is absolutely going to slay the fish. So definitely check out the bait junkie range. There's a stack of other new models and colours as well throughout the range. Guys, we're over here with Braden now. He's the rod guru here at Daiwa, mate, and I am so excited about the new Hyper range of rods. Talk us through them.
Yeah, so brand new Hyper range. The first thing you're going to notice is the cosmetic change. So going to a bit more of a darker tone, going to like a bit of a grey satin with a little bit of black through it. A really nice darker tone, going to suit a lot of different reels out there on the market. The biggest technology update with these ones is the O-ring K-frame. So Fuji's released the K-frame anti-tangles in the O-ring. So as soon as we heard about that, we needed to have it on the new TD Hyper.
The best thing, mate, price point.
Yeah, what are we at? We're about a mid 100s there, starting price. They're still really affordable entry level rod. If you want to get into there to try soft plastics or try lure fishing, really good range.
Gone are the days having to spend a lot of money on rods. So over here now, the one I'm most excited about here on the Daiwa stand, the new Tatchler range. Some fantastic models in the range this year, but mate, fully new cosmetic for the Tatchler range.
Yeah, so I guess keeping true to what it was, being a cork with a spiral grip, we've both got the bass ones here now. Just behind me here, we've got the Barra models with the full grip, and we've got some swim bait models there, a bit bigger split grip. So really taking a leaf out of Infeed's range here now, trying to be technique specific. So, but more so species specific. So bass ones, Barra, cod pretty much. There's a lot of crossover with other species, but for the bass side of things, a nice split grip here, incorporating a little bit of spiral there too, just to pay homage to the older models. But we've got some really technique specific rods here. I've got the 7.6 medium heavy regular here, so made for deep cranking, whether you're throwing IKs or some of those bigger 20-25 foot diving rods. Really hard to find an Australian rod in the market for that. So a little bit niche, but having something to cater for those type of top techniques.
And for us back home, that rod there, hands down, spinnerbait rod. Ooh. Something a little bit softer, fishing that tight cover. It's got spinnerbait written all over it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. For some other cod stuff, like we know that the forward-facing sonar techniques are getting a lot more popular. So dropping swim bait rods down, gone the days that they were 7.6, 7.9. You can't really pitch baits really that well 10 metres out in front of the boat. So going for some rods under 7 foot, but still extra heavy, so they've got plenty of grunt. Cross over there into some really heavy Barra stuff as well.
And this little guy I've got here, the little 2 to 5 kilo bait caster, mate, that is going to be fantastic for my new little steez on there. Absolutely can't wait to get out and sling some super light crankbaits around with this. So as you said before, there's a stack of models in the range, whether you're chasing flathead bass, brim, jewfish, snapper, whatever it may be, there's going to be a model in that range for you.
That's exactly right. Big range here at the show. Check out the website and you can look at all the new TD Black, TD Hypers, Wilderness range, everything. Check it out.
Cheers, mate. I'm over here now with Tom Slater from Daiwa Australia, and mate, you know I love me jewfish, and I've just explained to you I'm a big fan of the Sensor Surf range. I've got the previous 2 models, but what I'm most excited about is you've brought in the 10 to 20 kilo in the 12 footer this year in the Sensor Surf.
Yeah mate, for sure. So heavier model in that 12 foot action, but new Sensor Surf has the X45X full shield graphite, so that's that graphite, the 45X bias wrapping, makes the rod really nice, high torsional stiffness, so you're getting less flex, makes it really responsive even with a long 10 to 12 foot resistance.
And as I was saying, like we're launching around 120, 130 gram, like 200 mil long jew lures, so you got plenty of power in the blank. It's a nice solid blanket, and the main thing for me is you've got big guys. Yeah. You're running heavy leader in the middle of the night. You're not tying one of them fancy knots. It's just a double uni, and you have exactly, mate. And you have absolutely no problems through these big guys. So, guys, mate, when's this going to hit the shelves?
That's already in stores now, mate. That's available right now.
So keep posted, because the next few videos you're probably going to see me slinging around some lures with this guy.
Hey guys, Tommy Wood here. We're just at the Samaki stand at Afta 2023 and we're just over here at the Fishcraft wall. We've got some epic new lures coming out. So this is Dr. Shad, great for impounded barra. We've got a 5-inch and a 6-inch size, and Dr. Prawn as well. So super cool. This prawn is going to be great for dewies, barra, jacks, everything in between. A couple different sizes in this as well. And these Dr. Shads come straight out of the packet, under 20 bucks, all stinged up and ready to roll for big impounded barra.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds.
Alrighty guys, we're over here on the Rapala stand. I've got Mick Horn here with me. Thanks for joining me, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to be with you, mate, because we released Craft City this week, and it's been a project that we've been working on for a long time. We're really excited about the release. You know, I've got a couple of my favourites in my hand here, the Imposter. So it's like basically a shrimp imitation. It's got a scent infused in the TPE material. If you see it swimming in the tank, it's got great action.
Yeah, we've dropped some cutaways in here of it in the tank, and yeah, it looks pretty realistic.
Yeah, and we've been going real good on some flatties and some threadfin salmon and stuff locally, and also some jacks over summer. I did some testing with her and got some jacks sort of not fast burning along the pontoons, but that similar sort of technique. Got some good jacks. But you know me, my favourite. I love the mangrove jack fishing, mate.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
The heavy hitter, it's been the one that we sort of spent a fair bit of time getting the action right on it, because you know I just wanted that sort of big rolling action to target those jacks. You know, get that real aggressive bite. There's salt and scent infused in this one, and salt was purely added just to give it a lot more action to the lure. So I hardened up the plastic and that TPE material, and it gave it a really good rolling action. So it's definitely going to catch a lot of mangrove jacks and barramundi in the next time.
And you've got some fantastic colours in the range there as well that we'll run through. And the good news is these things are in tackle stores right now. So you guys will be watching this. It's not, hey, it drops in November. They're in store right now. So definitely go into your local tackle store and check out the Craft City range from Rapala.
Cheers.
Guys, we're here with one of my favourites, the Shadowleap 55. Some absolutely cracking colours in this guy. Absolutely dynamite for that shallow water creek bass stuff. The brim guys I know even back up home have been throwing this. So definitely, it's been out for a little while, but definitely check out that Shadowleap 55. Alrighty guys, we're over here at the Baramba stand. New fresh look for Baramba, lovely new logo, but Matty definitely hasn't changed the ingenuity that puts into his lures. There's some really new models he's bringing out, and there's thought behind it. It's not just a lure. He loves to tinker with them and make it a versatile lure. More than just one lure and lure, you're getting multiple techniques you can get out of one lure. So let's jump in here and check out his stand.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be releasing the Baramba detonator range here at Afta 2023. So we've got 4 models in the range. We've got these little guys, the 38 and the 48 mil detonators, and then we go up to the bigger guys, the 58 mil and the 68 mil. So these guys are super heavy duty with through wire construction, 4x strong trebles, and these guys are more finesse. The little guys for brim, we'll just give you a swim of these. So out of the packet, they're floating lure, floating crank, and they've got a really nice tight action on them. And then they've all got a chin eyelet on them, so we can attach our chin nuts. So they've all got a chin eyelet on the pivot point, Yeah, the chin nuts come in 9 different sizes in 3 packs of 3 mixed nuts. It's on the pivot point of the lure, so even when you've got that weight on it, you can make it suspend, you can make it slow float, you can make it slow sink or fast sink. So we're getting him down, so we can hop him off the bottom. We can fish it as a suspended jerk bait. There's just so many options with the one lure, a whole heap of different weight options, and the action is amazing. I'll show you in the tank here of what they do. Yeah, so they're landing in November. The chin nuts and the detonator range, they're a winning combination.
Alrighty guys, we're over here on the Bassman stand now. If you're a bass fisherman and you've never heard about Bassman, you need to get your head out of the sand. They've been a renowned spinnerbait for many years now. Designed and made in the northern rivers of New South Wales, and Glenn and Sue have come up with this brand new one. This is the Jaw Knocker 5/8, and they've put some fantastic new colours in there. Myself absolutely love these matte colours. You've got a matte black there with a little orange chin. You know anything about bass, that black and orange is a deadly combination, and that is like a new twist on like an old sort of pattern. That matte olive green with the orange chin under there, going to be absolutely deadly when it comes to the bass this bass season. Alright, if you love throwing a jig, you guys haven't missed out. Glenn's come up with this one here, is the new tungsten jig. Some fantastic colours, 6 great colours, just all your favourites that you're used to seeing here in Australia. This guy comes in 1/4, 3/8 and 1/2 ounce. So fishing like the heavier flow rivers like we do back home on the Richmond and Clarence, that 1/2 ounce is going to be perfect. So definitely one to check out next time you're heading out to catch a fish on a jig. Alrighty guys, we're over here on the TT stand, and I've got the TT Pro Keegan Painter with me. Thanks for joining me, mate.
Oh, no worries, Joey.
Now, there's some exciting new products, mate. Anyone that knows you, you love fishing blades. What have you guys got here?
I do. It's probably one of the most exciting things that I think we've brought out at TT this year. It's called the Switch Prawn. Prawn blades, or blades in particular, are really near and dear to me. Anyone that has watched all of my stuff knows that I love my blades, and us at TT, we've come up with it is a prawn blade, but it's set apart from the rest. Yep. So you've got a lot of other prawn blades that when they hit the bottom they'll fall on their side. The TT Switch Prawn actually has more of a flat bottom, yep. So when it sits it's going to be in a more aggressive stance. And stand up. We've got about 16 colours in the range, so massive colour range from naturals to your brights. All of them are pumped full of UV. So there is some colours where it might just be the eye or the underbelly, and then some of the others you got the whole thing, like this one. This is a colour, it's called Yabby. Another one that is near and dear to my heart because everyone knows about me and my pink blade obsession. This one's really cool. So out of the water, it's going to look white, but as soon as it goes under UV, it turns into like a light pink, and it's really cool, that transition that it actually has when it dives down. So 3 different weights as well, ranging from about that 5.5 gram all the way up to a 13 gram as well. So,
and like you said, it is just another prawn blade, but it's those small little design features that does set So small little designed features that sets it aside from the rest.
Yeah, exactly. And we got some assist hooks as well to go along with it.
Fantastic.
We've got a small, medium, and large from I think a 4.5 kilo break and strain up to about a 5.5 with the assist. So.
Fantastic. Now, with your blade range, we know the TT Switchblade. It's been around forever. If you've ever fished blades, it was one of the originals. You guys have revamped the whole TT Switchblade range.
We did. We've had the Switchblades out. Obviously, they're just the OG staple of TT. We've still got the old ones, but we've totally revamped the range. Brand new colours, including a motor oil as well. Everyone likes a motor oil, so we thought, why not throw it in a blade? I think we've got about 19 colours in the new Switchblade. So again, a lot of them are chockers full of UV as well. It's really cool, really exciting.
Awesome, thanks mate.
Thanks,
and guys, head into your local tackle stores. More importantly, when are these hitting the shelf, mate?
Very shortly, it will be this year. We're starting to see more and more come in now, so stay tuned. But yeah, very shortly you'll be seeing these guys on the shelf.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
Alrighty guys, we're over here on the Froggy's Offshore stand with doubtedly the best named character on the stand. Joey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Yeah, your mum, sensational. She's obviously named you top of the tree, I think. So well done, Joy. Well done.
Great names, and we know a thing or two about Tackle Us, Joey. So we talk about we do. So let's talk about this all new one, the Sugar Pen Splash. Talk us through it, mate.
Yeah, it's from Bass Day. The Bass Day Sugar Pen, whether it's the 70mm, 95mm, or if you're chasing the big barra up north on the 120, has been a massive seller for us for a long, long time. But this is a new thing to the stable that they haven't done before. So those sugar pens that are the walk the dog style, designed to be worked most of the time fairly quick. This one, a little bit different. It's more of a popping action to it. That's with the cup face, more a prawn style lure, and just a bit of a different take on a surface lure. So it's called a Sugar Pen Splash. It's 75mm long.
Yeah, it definitely looks appealing, and as you were saying, like the Sugar Pen has been a staple for the range. You look across the different brands on offer. Lipless Crankbaits is a brand that sticks out. Crankbaits is a brand that sticks out. But when you talk about popping for whitey, the Sugar Pen is the pinnacle of it, and
Absolutely.
This guy is not going to be far behind it.
Yep. So there's 7 previous colours in the other surface range, plus they've added in 3 new ones just to mix it up a bit. So it's a pretty comprehensive colour range there.
We'll drop in here now some cutaways of the colour range, but really some really appealing colours there for all types of species.
Yep, and the best part of it is they're probably going to retail around that $23 mark.
And mate, in this climate, we know like interest rates are rising, a lot of young people, houses, money is tight. So if you can get a really high quality product for sub $25, you'll love it.
Yep, that's right. Japanese Bass Day's a very famous Japanese company, and this one's going to be pretty cool.
And make a great product. Now the next one we got on offer here, mate. So talk us through this next guy.
Now is the Crystal Pencil. So the Crystal Popper, which is the sinking stick bait that Bass Day had for a long time, which is actually a 30, 55 or 70mm. They're a resin-filled sinking popper. That's been around for a while. This is a bit of a different take on it. It's a much bigger lure, designed for surf casting, rock fishing, that type of thing, and they're pretty heavy.
yeah, you can see, I'll drop in here also so you can see, guys, but there's actually a lead pressed into the tail, so going to be no problems casting with those big Sutherlands.
No problems casting. They're wire through as well, so nothing's pulling this thing apart. And they're bloody heavy. This one, being the 120, is actually 37 grams. The smaller one, which is the 95mm, is 30 grams.
And being that nice cylindrical shape, you can cast that all day, no dramas at all.
Yep.
And
plenty of flash, so it's going to attract predators from a fair distance off.
For me, straight up, I'm thinking tuna, tailor, straight off the rocks. These things are going to be absolutely dynamite. So, mate, when are these going to hit the shelves?
The 120s are actually in stock right now.
Fantastic.
The 95s are on the way.
Head into your local tackle store and check them out. Alrighty guys, well bass season is only a few weeks away. We're excited, we're getting hot and steamy here thinking about it, mate. Show us what we've got here. The bass are going to absolutely froth on that this year.
Yeah, we've got 5 new colours in the cicada range. 2 of them are solid. We've got a white and a black, which, yes, we're talking about bass, but I think the brims are going to go pretty crazy over that white one as well. You don't really have to do a lot with it. They think it's a chip or a bit of bread. Throw it in.
Bit of dog poo off the pond too.
Yeah, something like that. But what's really cool is something that's a bit of a different twist is these furry ones. We've got 2 half furs and 1 full fur.
And look, people say, oh, fur is just for looks. I know myself being a lure maker, I stick fur or a rat tail or something on a lure, it creates bubbles. It holds air and it lets it out in the water. It creates bubbles, so it's adding to the
It
action.
changes the sound more than anything.
Yep.
So it makes a bit of a more subtle drop as it's being cast, and then as you are retrieving it back as well, it's a bit of a different take on it. So some people say it's a bit of a more life-like kind of subtle sound. You know, all we know is the fish love it. And at $19.95 retail, they're a pretty cool kind of creek lure.
Great price point. And while we're talking about price point, we're just talking off camera. Big thing in the Atomic range over the years. You know, prices increase. That's just part of the world we live in now. All your favourite Atomic 38 cranks going to be sub $20 retail now. How good's that?
We've been able to talk to the supplier and get a pretty cool price reduction there. So the entry point for your crank 38s, which has been the staple of the Atomic range for a long time, is $19.95. You know, they're the original brim crank. We still sell a hell of a lot of them, and you know, to get them back under $20, which we haven't seen for probably 5 years now, it's a pretty cool thing. So,
and it's really good to see here today, not just you guys, but a lot of the companies here putting the consumer first and going, hey, we need to get, everything's dear, like fishing is expensive, traveling's expensive, let's bring things down, let's make it more affordable, get more people on the water.
You're 100% right, more affordable, more accessible, and the more younger people that we can get into it means that the industry is healthy and it's going to be more long term for everyone. And that's exactly where Atomic has come into it came in, you know, 15 years ago, and it's always been that you're getting something at a really, really affordable price, but the quality is there.
Great product. Well, awesome, mate. Really appreciate you running through today, and you guys head into your local tackle store and check out the Atomic range.